Hey guys, SeanB, and today we'll take a look at the RTA tier list after the balance patch because I noticed that there's some shift in the higher ranks and we can discuss about that. You can also give your comment in the comment section down below what you think about the new unit in the higher ranks. The tier list was provided by the great folks over at SWRT. It is an RTA focused website where they provide a lot of statistics, replays, analysis, and even AI drafting. I'll leave a link down below to the website if you want to check it out. Very useful for RTA gamers, and let's dive right into the tier list. We can take a look at the tier list, the one without the LD and the one with only the LD. But let's take a look at the general tier list. So as you can see right here, there are some new faces in the top rank, but in the very top, Oliver is still one of the strongest, if not the strongest RTA unit in the game. The nerf did not do anything to him unless you have no accuracy in your Oliver, which might be applicable to the low ranks where you cannot ruin him with high accuracy, but as long as you don't miss your skill, Oliver is still absolutely insane. And some other LD Nat 5 that has been strong will always be strong until they get a nerf or something. So this tier list will take into consideration their popularity in pick ban, also their win-loss ratio. This tier list was based on numbers only. Very interesting. And also, when you look at this tier list, let's say the Light Monkey King in the SS rank is ranked higher than Juno in the SS rank. So in this tier list, Gianna is the strongest monster in RTA, probably one of the most picked LD Nat 5 and with super high win rate. And in the SS rank, we have Segment, who is new to the top tier unit. She has always been the meme for the longest time because when she missed, then she's kinda bad. I'm gonna reset Josephine. But with the buff to her cooldown, she now can strip 2 buff, reset enemy cooldown, and have the skill 3 ready again. So she's really good into Wusa or Riley. She can just keep stripping and resetting enemy cooldown. Very strong. Can I borrow that real quick? Thank you very much. I literally get free cooldown reset too. Dominic is still very popular after the nerf because Dominic is a very strong dominating unit against the Bruiser lineup. I'm moving. We can kill Molong one shot. Watch. Hey. Hey. Goodbye, Molong. I have Nemesis. The Ragdoll Gamer with Nana and Molong. Dominic is still really strong. Very consistent damage. It kind of has Elemental King because the bonus hit damage, ignore defense, ignore elements, and can also absorb attack bar, ignore element. So he's really good as a general bruiser damage unit. The familiar faces, we have Wedjat here, who many people consider kind of weak, to be honest, but to the top ranked player, a very fast Wedget on a very good Swift build, is very good with Molong and other one-shot team, allow the team to go first, boost a lot of attack bar, and now can provide healing as well, makes the Molong Wedget team really strong. He's a rare unit with speed lead and attack bar boost in the same unit, but we don't see the other unit over here. War Young is all the way down in the order section. Order section means not enough data, but they are used. They have been seen in the high rank. We have Shizuka joining the top rank as well because of the buff to her skill. Now she can provide 2-turn buff, which means if you only have Will Rune as the only buff that happened in the entire game, she can provide the entire team with 2-turn immunity, which is really good. Bomb them all. Brrr. Oh my god, that's so OP. So right now she's used a lot against even Gianna. If there's a stun on the field, she can put the stun on the entire enemy team. She's really amazing. You build her with some decent amount of attack, and suddenly she can start doing damage with the bomb too. Wait, I can revive stuff, right? Wait, do I have a chance? I'm gonna revive this. Can I kill this? Wait. Oh, wait. I haven't lost yet. We can do this. I'm gonna finish you. I'm gonna do this. Oblivion everybody, even the Juno. Okay, we're Oblivion. I'll revive her again. And we kill this guy. Okay, I haven't lost yet. Okay, we're good. Remember, you need to have accuracy for skill 3, okay? She still requires you to have a lot of accuracy. Nana is still here. Marsha is down at the top rank because Masha now is a very good counter to Oliver or attack bar reduction in general. She gains stack really fast. When you start the game with the more AoE strip and absorb your attack bar, Masha can gain full stack immediately and she become really fast. And every time she attacks, she get immunity now, so controlling her is even harder. So she's a very fast damage dealer. On the field, very hard to control her as well. So those are the new faces in the top rank. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. Have you faced them? Have you been using them? Personally, I can't tell you guys how much I enjoy Shizuka and Sekhmet nowadays. Even Masha is really good, but there's another hidden sort of underrated unit that is near in the S and A rank. So that one is going to be Herney. Herney is gaining her popularity very quickly because one of the easiest way to deal with all of her first pick is to use Juno, Antares, fire unit in general. And Herney is not only a water unit, but also Oblivion and defense break, allowing Oliver Gamer to destroy passive dependent unit or team. So Herney is really good. You put 3-turn Oblivion on somebody like Vert or Antares, it's gonna be there for a long time. So she's a very strong unit. I build mine on Vile Nemesis, speed HP with good accuracy because you can transfer the stun or the bomb back to somebody like Riley as well. Really strong. And you need accuracy to land your debuff and all that good stuff. And also, when she's on Nemesis, I can counter Gianna with her as well. When Gianna land a bomb and a stun on my entire team, she can transfer all that back to Gianna. Very nice unit. In the A rank, we are seeing Barbara. I think Barbara is now gaining popularity because there are also many fire unit that's really strong against Oliver, like Carnal, like Masha, like Juno, like Vert, like Antares. And Barbara is really good against them. A strong Barbara can finish off a Juno or a Vert very quickly. Carnal? Okay. Good. Oh my god, that damage is nasty. I'm gonna go for this guy. Boom. Holy shit, do you see the damage? And Masha would work really well with Oliver, speed leader, and the strip for Oliver to reset is very good as well. So Masha is gaining popularity and I've been enjoying using my Masha a lot. We also have Josephine here. I think Josephine is kind of underrated, but because there are so many win units that reset cooldown like Chungpa and Oliver and Ganny, Josephine is a bit harder to use. But when you have those units on your team, like you first pick Oliver, Josephine become really strong. Bova is losing popularity because people are learning the way to deal with him or just banning him pretty much, I think. But I think Bova is really strong. I have my Bova on Violent, and I think having Bova faster than your control unit is important as well because the strip on skill 1, remember, it is 100% chance to strip. If you have good accuracy, you can strip for other unit to control. You don't have to use your stack immediately. And because Wusa and Riley are still the two main support healing unit for pretty much anybody out there without Molly, then Bova is still very strong. A lot of people first pick Riley and then they will leave the Wusa in a later pick or vice versa. Then Bova is a really good option. Surprisingly, some units are down here like Akroma, Kinky, Julian, Douglas is heavily down here because of the rise of attack buff like Jogan. Wusa is still really good. Shizuka is here to deal with him as well. The Beast Rider are back like Masha and Barbara to deal with him. So Douglas not as good anymore. And he's losing popularity fast. He's still good like Kinky. He's okay into certain team, but you can't spam Douglas anymore. Antares is too RNG and his win rate is not that good, so he's not that good. I think John is a bit underrated. The Sauron is a bit underrated as well because Herney is really good as an Oblivion unit, but sometimes there are just more than one unit that you need to be Oblivion. So Vile Revenge or Triple Revenge Thesaurion can be very helpful, helping Herney to the Oblivion, the enemy target. Because a lot of people pick Wusa Riley and then they pick 3 unit that has strong passive, like Artemiel, Antares, Molly, Ragdoll, Wind Monkey King. They pick a lot of passive heavy unit and 2 immunity unit. That is a pretty common way to deal with turn 1 team. And when you pick Herney and Thesaurion together with like a stripper or 2, these 2 units become really ridiculous. Surprisingly, Isis, who is an AoE Oblivion unit with strip in build as well, is ranked C compared to Herney, which is kind of surprising to me because I think Isis should be at least in the A tier. But hey, I don't have the unit, so people who have the unit will probably screaming to their screen right now like, shut the hell up, son. What the hell do you know about Isis, huh? Like, shut the hell up. What do you know? In the order section, we have unit like Rakan, I think it's a sleeper. Tomoe, I think is absolutely amazing nowadays. And Fire Robo, who's absolutely insane. Fire Robo is crazy because there's so many Oracle, there's so many win unit that the Fire Robo can punish heavily when you pick him right. He transform, 50% attack bar, he do the thing, he transform back, he has to transform back. So whenever Dyna move, we get a turn immediately, no matter what. You can, hey. But it's kind of funny. But we can't cut. We are having so much attack bar right now. Oh wait, we cut because Molly. Okay. So you see Sierra Gianna, you see Oliver, you see Changpeng. Fireball can be very, very annoying. So I think he's a very underrated unit here. If there's a rank for Fire Robo, I would put him in the S tier. Okay, he's a very fun unit to play with. When you have Juno and Fire Robo on the same team, suddenly Oliver Changpeng become kind of shit. Yeah, so I think Fire Robo is kind of underrated down here. So now let's take a look at the tier list without the LD unit. I think this will make more sense for anyone else who is not a whale and 80% of the player base who have like no LD Nat 5 or just a shitty LD Nat 5. Okay, so here we have Oliver on the top. We have in the SS tier 4 units to counter Oliver. I think they are really good and their place is boosted further because they counter Oliver or they are good against Oliver. You have some water unit that is good with Oliver and a wind unit that is good against the LD Bruiser comp. I think that's why he's there. And then we have the usual suspect here. The strong wind unit, the strong water unit, but with Herney here. Vert is still very popular because when you have Ragdoll, what else do you do, right? I think Leo should be in the S or SS tier. But I guess when you use Leo in the high rank, people really know how to deal with him. But in the lower rank, I think Leo is either a false ban or if you let Leo through, you better have a plan or you're going to lose because Leo is just annoying. I think a Belial for a lower rank player can move up a tier or two because a Belial is absolutely a nightmare to control for some people. Like a Belial is just their weakness. It's incredible. I think some unit down here, I'm not sure why they're down here, like Hathor Gani. I think the rise of Josephine Juno together with the Fire Kitty that I've been using a lot. The Fire Kitty? The Fire Kitty. The Fire Hypnomel. Make Gani Hathor not as good anymore unless you have LD Nat 5 to back it up. Or else you can't really control people that well. I think John, the Fire Bomber, should be like A or S tier. I don't know why he's all the way down here because he doesn't care about element. He has a skill that reset cooldown, which is good against the math or just good in general. They have a skill that reset cooldown for the enemy team and also for himself, which make the bomb come back really, really quickly. So I'm not exactly sure why John is all the way down here. I think John should be a little bit more up. I think Cigar can be a little bit tricky as well. Cigar being lower than Okeano is kind of interesting because I think Cigar is not too shabby. Like Cigar is really good against the whole S tier region here. One reset and some of these units will be completely useless for a long, long time. I think it is only because Cigar has like shitty base speed. That's about it. When you look at the LD only segment, okay, you can see that the usual suspects are still here. Lima has climb and travel a long way from being irrelevant to SSS tier. I think Lima is just absolutely dominating. She can do damage, support, strip, slow debuff, self-stun cycling is crazy. And Yeonhong is kind of the same thing as well. And allowing enemy to go first. With Oliver speed lead, anyone who has Yeonhong with Oliver is just crazy. I think a lot of people would disagree with the position of Bella and Wedget, especially Bella. For those who don't have good artifact, Bella just look like kind of shit to them. Like, come on, I can use a Lauren. Why do I have to use Bella? Lauren can defense break too. My Bella does no damage. But when you have insane artifact, G3 artifact, Bella become a Gatling gun. It's crazy. Like, she is the Gatling gun. She's just brrr, and everything just gets shredded. It's insane. Cadus is in the same position, but Cadus does less damage because he does less hit, but he can also single target control really, really well. So I think Cadus is here because Bella just does more attack and she does more damage in general. We have so many damage dealer here on Yoki, Maximilian. I think Maximilian is only lower than Sekhmet because Sekhmet has irresistible passive. And Maximilian can be resisted. So unfortunately, Maximilian will be in the S tier. I'm not exactly sure about Seimei being an A. I don't see her. I guess she's good against long duration buff like Wusa and Riley. But I'm not sure why she's here. Is she that good? I have no idea because the meta is about attack bar control. So the fact that Say may even appear on the tier list in the A tier kind of confused me a little bit. I think Artemia and Viva Chell are like crazy. I think Akroma can be a bit higher. I think Akroma is like the bread and butter for strong, tanky bruiser gamer. And Kiki can be in the A tier. I think Kiki can definitely be in the A tier. I think Kiki is just insane. Like, I find that unit and I'm just like clenching my butt cheeks every single time. In this tier list, we see Tableau in the C tier, but the moment Special League happened, Tableau is here in the SSSSS tier. You have Auto Cleave option that happen once in a while, but doesn't happen often enough to be ranked somewhere in the tier list. Somehow we have an Escher here. Fran is still here as well. I think there's some Fran user out there. If you know how to use Fran, I guess that will be a G3 gamer and Escher as well. But most of the LD unit in this high rank are like LD Nat 5. Unfortunately, the time of Lauren, Escher is kind of over. I think Escher is still very relevant though. The fact that he's here, used enough to be ranked in a tier list for a G3 gamer means Escher is something. Because when you want to outspeed people with like your more Changpeng com, Escher is there for you all the time. Alright guys, that's a tier list after the current balance patch. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.